Welcome to this overview of Texas House Bill 149, the Texas Responsible Artificial Intelligence Governance Act. This groundbreaking legislation, effective January 1st, 2026, marks the first comprehensive state-level framework for regulating artificial intelligence systems in Texas. Known as TRAIGA, the Act introduces legal requirements for both government and private sector organizations that develop or use AI systems in the state. It's a direct response to the growing need for transparency, accountability, and safeguards as AI becomes more integrated into public and private services. Let's start by laying the foundation with some key definitions that shape how this law works. An artificial intelligence system refers to any machine-based system that infers from its inputs to generate outputs, such as content, decisions, or recommendations that influence real or digital environments. A consumer is defined as a Texas resident acting in a personal or household capacity. A deployer uses an AI system in Texas, while a developer creates AI systems that are provided or used in Texas. Governmental entities refer to any department, office, or authority within Texas that performs governmental functions, excluding hospital districts and higher education institutions. Biometric data includes automatic measurements of biological traits like fingerprints, voice prints, iris patterns, photos, recordings, or health information. Now, let's transition into who this act applies to. The Act covers any individual or organization doing business in Texas, promoting products used by Texans, or developing or deploying AI systems in the state. This broad scope ensures that the rules reach anyone impacting Texas residents with AI. Let's now explore what's required of governmental entities under this new law. Government agencies must inform consumers when they are interacting with AI systems. This must be disclosed clearly, in plain language, and without deceptive design. In healthcare settings, this disclosure must happen before services are delivered. Moving on, the Act outlines what government agencies are not allowed to do with AI. They cannot develop or deploy systems that intentionally promote self-harm, harm to others, or criminal activity. They also cannot use AI to assign social scores that lead to unjust or unconstitutional treatment. Finally, they are restricted from using biometric data to identify individuals or scrape images from the internet, unless necessary for specific exceptions like fraud prevention or system integrity. Now, let's talk about local regulation. A key feature of this act is that it preempts local laws. Cities and counties are prohibited from creating their own AI regulations. This ensures consistent rules across the entire state. Next, we'll dive into how the law will be enforced. The Texas Attorney General has exclusive enforcement authority. An online complaint system must be created, and the Attorney General can request detailed information about AI systems under investigation, including their design, usage, limitations, and governance processes. Before enforcement actions begin, the Attorney General must issue a written notice and give the organization 60 days to fix the problem. If corrected and documented, no action will be taken. The penalties are significant. Curable violations range from $10,000 to $12,000. Uncurable violations can result in penalties up to $200,000. Daily continuing violations may add additional fines between $2,000 and $40,000. The Attorney General can also pursue injunctive relief and recover legal costs. Let's shift to the available ways to reduce risk in AI utilization. Organizations are protected if their AI systems were misused by others, or if violations were discovered through testing, consumer feedback, or compliance with recognized frameworks, like the NIST AI Risk Management Framework. Now, let's discuss how oversight will work moving forward. The law creates a Texas Artificial Intelligence Council with 11 responsibilities. These include ensuring ethical development of AI, protecting public safety, recommending legislative updates, improving government efficiency, and overseeing the regulatory sandbox program. The Council also evaluates industry influence and suggests improvements based on ongoing studies and feedback. On that note, let's take a closer look at the regulatory sandbox. Administered by the Texas Department of Information Resources, this sandbox allows limited testing of new AI systems without full regulatory compliance for up to 36 months. Applicants must describe their systems, show expected benefits, outline risks, and confirm compliance with federal rules. This program encourages innovation in sectors like healthcare, finance, education, and public services, while still protecting privacy and public safety. It's important to highlight that constitutional protections are embedded throughout this law. No one, public or private, may use AI in a way that violates rights guaranteed by the U.S. Constitution, Texas Constitution, or state and federal laws. This ensures that innovation doesn't come at the cost of individual freedoms. Let's now go over the implementation timeline. Phase 1 runs from July through December 2024, focused on setting up the Council, enforcement infrastructure, compliance guidance, and staff training. Phase 2 begins in January 2026 and includes disclosure enforcement, sandbox program rollout, and compliance monitoring. Phase 3 starts in July 2025, when full enforcement and regular reporting will take place, along with ongoing refinement of policies. And finally, here's the big picture. The Texas Responsible Artificial Intelligence Governance Act strikes a careful balance, encouraging innovation while protecting the public. With requirements around disclosure, clear prohibitions on harm, a centralized enforcement process, and a forward-looking regulatory sandbox, this legislation sets a strong foundation for AI governance. Texas is positioning itself as a national leader in responsible AI development, ensuring that the technology enhances services without compromising constitutional rights or public trust. Thank you for watching.